You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
I feel the need for speed. Ow! Now, before I get into today's video topic, which is about Top Gun Maverick, which, wow, I cannot believe I'm making a video about this in a day and age where movies are supposed to be bad. Variety, for once in their lives, yes, I'm quoting Stevie Wonder there, they spoke to Jennifer Connelly. This woman is a smoking hot fox. You know, back in the day, back in the 90s, when I used to go into a video store, namely Blockbusters, there was also Prime Video, but Blockbusters was always the better one anyway. And any film with Jennifer Connelly that nobody might have heard of, like The Hot Spot, that's a movie I need to revisit once more time. What, once more time? One more time? Oh my god. See, just thinking about the mere thought of Jennifer Connelly gets me all tongue-tied, which is not a bad thing actually, folks. So to have a quick interview with her here on Variety, what it's like to do a love scene with Tom Cruise. They say love scenes, but it's actually a singular love scene, and learning to tend bar. Check this woman out. She is 51! 51! No surgery. She looks this good. It's a great article. There's an audio version of it here. But funny enough, now why I kind of highlight her, because Jennifer Connelly is just a stone cold goddess. Why didn't they bring back Meg Ryan, you ask? Well, let's just type in and see what we get. Oh my god, what is the latest? Let's go to the latest image and let's see what she looks like. Oh my god! Oh, holy shit! She's like a cross between Callista Flockhart and Alison Pill, maybe? That is horrendous. Wow. Now, I know some people have said that Tom Cruise may have had a little bit of a surgery here and there. I can see little bits. I think in his case it's a lot more subtle. I mean, look, that's Meg Ryan. I think that's from Sleepers in Seattle. Seattle. Yeah, it is. Sleeping in Seattle. And look how just naturally gorgeous she looks there. But I think her breakup with Dennis Quaid back in the day probably lent some of that to going down this rabbit hole of surgery. Good luck to you, Meg, because I tell you what, it doesn't actually increase your chances of getting work, it actually decreases. But here's the main thing we get to today, folks. RottenTomatoes.com. Now, the funny thing is, I've seen a few people who I follow on YouTube who have seen Top Gun Maverick already. Now this is a sign to me that when a company like Paramount, who bring out crap like Halo, the TV series, are so confident about a movie that has done just like in terms of the critical praise it's received, like everybody seems to love this movie. Now, the most encouraging quote I heard was from Film Threat, where they said it was literally a movie that stepped off the back of the 1986 original like a year after, and this is what you get. And I'm perfectly fine with that, I really am. And then he said Heine for a second. Now yeah, Tom Cruise is a Scientologist, but I'll say the one good thing about Scientology, not that I know a lot about their religion, they're probably not into the woke, and that's why, from what I gather from about the reviews I'm about to read, I haven't read it before, these are going to be stone cold read-throughs. I'll probably make a few stumbles here and there, but based on 90 reviews, at the moment it is scoring 97% fresh on the certified I'm not even going to say that. The tomato meter. There you go. I got there in the end. Let's read these reviews, shall we? Let's toodaloo toots. Okay, Frida Cooper on What to Watch. Top Gun Maverick has joined the elite. Sequels that both surpass their predecessors, yet pay tribute to them. Follow-ups are a regular part of our cinematic diet, but now we have the game changer we've been waiting for. This is how it's done. Give Frida a round of applause. I love that. Randy Jones of Randy Reviews. Not only is it a sequel that marginally soars past its predecessor at max speed, but is a thematically compelling and mature character study that naturally wrings a few tears out of you. Now, I'm going to say this much. I hope there's a dedication to Tony Scott because he directed the 1986 original. I wonder what the soundtrack's going to be like to this because I do remember the soundtrack for the original Top Gun. Oh my God, there was so many great songs on there. Miami Sound Machine, Cheap Trick, Kenny Loggins. I'm gonna fly through the danger zone. Nicholas Barber, obviously not a hair cutter. Top Gun Maverick hits its target with explosive force. It's loud, it's sometimes silly, often crazy. But in the end, the moral of the heart-stopping story is clear. Tom Cruise is and this is in my Yosemite Sam voice, a rootin' hero. Now, Elisa Adejobi of the metro.co.uk, a really bad newspaper by the way, no wonder it's free. Tom Cruise's Tour de Force offers a pulsating ride well worth its 36-year wait. That's good. Oh, here we go. Joseph Kosinski does a more than capable job of ensuring that Top Gun diehards will laugh at the jokes, cry with the characters, and gasp at every skybound maneuver. But this is very much a Tom Cruise picture, and don't you forget it! That is Liz Shannon Miller of Consequence, Paul Whittington of the Irish Deep Independent. Without Tom Cruise's say-so, this film wouldn't have got made. That's how it should be, because from start to finish, he dominates this amiably silly, winningly nostalgic action romp, filling a huge canvas with his formidable star power. Christy Puchko of Mashable. Essentially, this franchise has lost that loving feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. She's lost that loving feeling. Okay. And now it's gone. So 2 is a bit of a thrill. But hang on a second. It's not really a franchise. This is a sequel 36 years after the original, so Top Gun is not a franchise. It might have spawned or inspired other movies of the same genre, but it's not really a franchise, is it? It's a true sequel. Yeah, you hear that, Doctor Strange? It's a true sequel to the 1986 original. Can't wait to see it again. Top Gun Maverick hits all the highlights and then some Mickey Mouse eared deckhands doing cat shot dance moves, warplanes screaming off carrier decks, arrogant stick jockeys, beach volleyball, hopefully topless where the ladies are concerned, flat spins and dogfight mayhem in the skies. Outstanding! And this is Mick Jackson, who looks really bro as hell in that profile picture of the Epoch Times. And that was Adrian Graham from the Detroit News, who says he can't wait to see it again. This is really encouraging. Okay, we do have one here from Carla Hay of Culture Mix. Who are they? I have no idea. Top Gun Maverick is an uninspired, outdated retread of the 86 Top Gun, but with more implausible scenarios with no women in military leadership positions. Oh, here we go. Well, I didn't like this film because of the women in military. Yeah, but if you watch the trailer, you clearly have military fighter pilots played by women. So what's the big problem, Carla Hay? Holy crap. Jesus. I guess she was kind of born maybe 20 years ago, and then whatever she sees now is the norm. You know what I mean? She hasn't kind of gone back 36 years ago to see what movies were actually like, how they actually entertained Carla. So, you know, get on your little hit piece there and talk about how inspiring it was. You weren't around in the 1980s, love, to see and to cherish how great a decade that was for movies. And by the way, folks, I am working on an 80s. I look back at the 80s. I've already got a thumbnail in mind. It's going to be so raucous. I can't wait to get that out for you. Jeremy Johns. Oh, I just seen his one here. Wow. I feel like I was in the jets in the air. It feels so much more visceral, so much faster, so much more dangerous. And yeah, that's how I'm going to end this video on Jeremy Jahns, because for me, he's the OG, more than Chris Stuckman when it comes to movie reviews, because he says it like it is. Do I always agree with what Jahns says? No, not always. He does get a few things wrong, but you know, that guy, he's based. I love him a lot. So that is it, folks. That is the roundup so far. And I'm seeing Top Gun Maverick next week at the IMAX, an early morning screening. I cannot wait. I'll have my Ray-Bans. I can't enter that cinema any other way. It is going to be absolutely awesome. So folks, if you enjoyed this video today on Top Gun Maverick, scoring 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. That'll probably drop a little bit after the film is released, but let's hope this film does gangbusters. Let's hope it leaves Doctor Strange 2 in its mystical wake, or woke should I say. And if you enjoyed this video today, do me a favor, give it a Mac 2 on the like button, slap that subscribe button, and if I were you, I would check me out on my next review.
You've lost.